She is one of only two hetaerae mentioned by name in Herodotus' discussion of the profession, the other is the somewhat later Archetyche. The beautiful Rhodopis, in love with Aesop, engraving by Bartolozzi, 1782, after Kaufmann's original. According to Herodotus, she was a fellow slave of the fable-teller Aesop, with whom in one version of her story she had a secret love affair. Both of them belonged to the Samian, Yadman. She afterwards became the property of Xanthus, another Samian, who took her to Naucratis in Egypt, during the reign of Amasis II, where she continued to work as an hetaera for the benefit of her master. This led to her meeting Charaxus, brother of the poet Sappho, who had gone to Naucratis as a merchant. Charaxus fell in love with her, and ransomed her from slavery with a large sum of money. Sappho later wrote a poem accusing Rhodopis of robbing Charaxus of his property. Rhodopis continued to live at Naucratis after her liberation from slavery, and tithed a tenth part of her income to the temple at Delphi, where 10 iron spits were dedicated in her name. These spits were seen by Herodotus. Some 400 years after Herodotus, Strabo stated that Sappho called Rhodopis Doricha. And 200 years after Strabo, Athenaeus maintained that Herodotus had confused two separate women. As Rhodopis means rosy cheeks, it was probably a professional pseudonym, but it is unclear whether Doricha was her real name. Herodotus takes great pains to show the absurdity of the story, but the story persisted and is related by Pliny the Elder as an unquestioned fact. A variant of this story is told by both Diodorus Siculus and Strabo, in which the pyramid was built by lovers of Rhodopis to be her tomb. The origin of this tale, which is unquestionably false, has been explained with great probability by George Zoega and Christian Charles Josias Bunsen. In consequence of the name Rhodopis, she was confounded with Nitocris, the Egyptian queen, and the heroine of many an Egyptian legend, who was said by Julius Africanus and Eusebius to have built the third pyramid. Another tale about Rhodopis related by Strabo and Aelian makes her a queen of Egypt, and thus renders the supposition of her being the same as Nitocris still more probable. It is said that as Rhodopis was one day bathing at Naucratis, an eagle took up one of her sandals, flew away with it, and dropped it in the lap of the Egyptian king, as he was administering justice at Memphis. Struck by the strange occurrence and the beauty of the sandal, he did not rest till he had found the fair owner of the beautiful sandal, and as soon as he had discovered her made her his queen.